let's talk about 10 things that I wish I knew before I went to varsity. This could have made my life a whole lot easier. First on the list, I wish I had more information on bursaries. If you're in matric, this is your year where you explore more on what type of bursaries are there in the area of opportunities that you are applying for. I've already done a video on different bursaries in South Africa. So if you haven't watched it, I'm gonna pin it on this video so you can also go and watch it as well. Number 2, residence. I thought when you apply for university admission, it was automatic for me to actually get a space in the residence. That is not the case. Number 3, you need to establish why you are there at university. This is where a lot of people even tend to change their characters, forget everything that they've been taught since they were younger. Because of the environment, you might find yourself end up being intoxicated. If you don't take drugs, you might find yourself being into that also because it's being determined by the environment where you are going to, the kind of things that you're going to expose yourself to, just because all of it is available at a go. Number 4, prioritize your mental health. Now, this is one of the things that we take for granted. If you do not take care of your mental health, you will fall into depression and you won't be able to study once you're there. You won't be able to achieve those goals once you are there. Number 5, find a church as soon as possible. I think the first 3 months I didn't go to church, and that definitely took a toll on my spiritual journey. If you're going to a university, maybe it's a place where someone that you know has already went to, or you can go on the Facebook groups and ask about the different churches that are there. But please do proper research. You might find yourself being entangled in a cult. Now, friendships and dating. This is a very sensitive one. I only got friends in the 3rd year. Don't judge me. I was very much of a loner, and this didn't help me at all. And I think that if I had friends, I would have navigated better my university life. I would have enjoyed being in varsity, going out with friends and all of that. You need the right people that you can hang out with that can help you navigate varsity life properly. And with dating, I'm one of the people who believe that dating is for when you want to get married. Just make sure that you are ready to date. I'm actually gonna make a separate video on this one so that you know what are the things that you need to expect, because one of the popular trends that happens in varsity is there are boys that are waiting for young girls to get to university. They call you freshers, right? Or there are older women who are waiting for young boys to get to university and they exploit you sexually because everything is new. You feel like you have all the freedom in the world. You feel like now you can have a boyfriend. You might find yourself being exposed to sex even before time. So please, until you're sure of what you're doing, you're responsible for your actions, you know what you want, then we can talk about dating. Just to share a little bit of experience that I had on my first day in varsity. So I'm coming with a very big bag, right? Just got off the taxi. It was so heavy. So this guy was like, I think we were in the same taxi. So he was like, oh no, where are you going? I know this place, so let's go, let me accompany you. So the guy pushed my bag, and I think I was staying a bit far from the university. So he walked with me, asking me all different kinds of questions as to where I come from. And when I get to the place where I was going to, he asked for my numbers. I gave it to him. I was like, oh, this guy is a very nice guy. You know, I met a very nice guy on my first day, right? At night, that guy called me and he was asking me when can he come to my room so we can sleep together. I was like, boy, quit playing. But it's a true story. And when I said no, he shouted like he insulted me in a way that I was so confused, being all innocent and that. But yeah, that was my initiation to university. Following up on friendships, I wish someone would have told me to build connections in university. Not only friends, but acquaintances. Maybe with lecturers, deans, and other students in other faculties, or even in the same faculty as me. This would help when you pass university, because life does not end in varsity. You are going to need these connections. If you need different kinds of help, like for example, right now, one of my friends is an attorney. So if ever I get to a point where I need an attorney, guess who's the first person I'm going to call? My friend. Right now, the people that I went to varsity with, some of them are bosses. So it's very good that you look at life beyond where you are right now. Even if it's at your rest, please make sure that you stay connected to people. You don't need to hang out with everyone. Collect contacts, be friendly, be nice to people. You will be surprised who is going to help you in 15 years to come after you have left university. And some of these people you might find at different kinds of events, or get involved in students' affairs at the university. Maybe volunteer for something. Look out on the billboards as to what's happening where, maybe in sports or something. Just get involved. And then number 8, make time to have fun. I understand, guys, we are going to varsity to study, to attain our degrees, to attain our diplomas, all of it. I understand. But please, life does not stop. You don't want to look back and regret as to, I wish I've done that when I was this age. Even if you have to schedule as to once a month, you're going to go out and do this, something fun. Get to know the place where you're studying at. Maybe, for example, find out the kind of activities that are around the university or somewhere else. Just do something outside your academics. Or if you have struggled to make friends, you can do them alone. You can find activities to do alone. Solo dates. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. You're always going to be busy in this life. Don't ever give an excuse of, oh, I'm busy with studying. I need to complete this assignment. I need to do this practical. I need to do this research. Guess what? You have just started the beginning of the rest of your life. After university, you're going to work. There's a different kind of pressure that comes with working. You're going to start your own business. There's a different kind of pressure that comes with starting your own business. Maybe some of you might even get married. Some of you might even have children. Like, there's just a lot that life is always going to bring towards you, and it's not going to stop. But it is only you have control over your time and determine as to, how am I going to invest my time in my life? Number 9, money. I wish I knew budgeting before I went to varsity. I remember my first 2 months, I finished my grocery money before the month ended. And my dad was like, I gave you money for the rest of the month, so you're not getting more from me. Luckily enough, I had a very good roommate who was like, no, you can share my food with me. So it was very brutal awakening for me to realize that actually the money that I've been given, it needs to last me for a whole month. And now, if somebody told me that I needed to save, I was going to. After university, I spent like 2 years looking for in-service training. And then when I got it, I spent another 2 years looking for a job. So if I had saved up maybe a little bit of money every month, it could have helped me with starting off a business or doing something, or being able maybe to pay for an apartment for a month or 2 in order for me to look for in-service training when I was in Gauteng, compared to going back to Limpopo. If I knew I was gonna go and have a fixed savings account where maybe monthly I was gonna put in 100 rands or 200 rands, that helps that after university, you're not broke. You're not broke. And I also wish if somebody told me about side hustles. Okay. I really love money, guys. So if I knew that I could make money while I'm studying, I would have found ways, maybe sell something or make something. Like, I was going to make time to be able to make money, even if it's just 30 minutes a day or something, but I was gonna go and do that. And the last thing that I wish I knew, things will never ever be the same again. And it's okay to miss home. University is sort of like an initiation to adulthood. I got to university and suddenly I was a big girl. There was no mommy to do my laundry, no mommy to cook for me. There was no mommy like to help me through with whatever that I needed help with. I had to be an adult. I had to now find out, who am I by myself when I'm alone, without thinking of, oh, my parents will see me, my parents will say this, and. I had to come up with my own rules for my own home, which is funny because when you're in varsity, we can even go back to our rooms like around 3 a.m. or 1 a.m. But during the holidays, when you go home, now you have to unlearn that habit and be a baby. And when dad says we lock the gate at 6 p.m., you gotta make sure that at 6 p.m. you are home. And these are some of the adjustments that you need to get used to. And it's okay. Make your own rules, live by your own rules. Don't allow people to influence how you, what kind of person you want to be, what kind of person you want to become. Build your own lifestyle that is healthy for you, that is going to be productive for you, apart from living through peer pressure. Accept yourself for the background that you have, and you will definitely have a blast in university. I think that's it from me for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing this with your friends, family, and whoever that you believe this is going to help. My name is Poppy. I am your host, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.